Good evening, all. Thank you for joining the call. Yeah, today's agenda is how to be more productive in workplaces. Yes, we have been working in different workplaces. So people are working in factories, people are working in offices, software engineers working in systems, like engineers are working on field, service engineers working on that remotely through call centers. Everyone is working through either one way or other way. Nowadays, people are working through remotely, so they wherever they want they can work through by using internet, and they're having regular meetings. With that, how to be more productive? Let me share my screen. Yeah, you can see in this photos, when you come to the duty, either is the maintenance executive or supervisor or engineer or manager or senior manager, whatever may be the company, senior mid-level managers. When you come to the office, there are number of activities in this plate. Probably you can see the photos. First thing is time. So when we enter to the office, probably will be there in the 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours in the office. We're spending the time in the office within that time period. So within that time, we have to do all the activities so that we'll have a more productivity. The second point you can see, checking the emails. So whenever it comes to enter into the office, first thing we'll do our emails checking. Then there will be phone calls. Either sir, you have to call the service engineers, you have to call the complaint, log the complaints. You have to do lot of other activities, and you have to receive the calls also. If you have to maintain technicians, you will get the complaints, logs. So that phones also we have been working. Next, come to that messages. We have nowadays WhatsApp message. We all know every group has a WhatsApp group. Every you have to actively very active in the groups. So if you not share the information on time, that again it will not be valid one, right? Then come to bottom, logs, readings. We have to read the books. We have to go through the procedures. We have to do read the SOPs, other tasks. Then come to that laptop. Laptop means again we have to access this PC or laptop. We have to log into our designated email ID, and we have to access, and we have to share the reports or logs, whatever may be. Up all these put together, we have a break also: coffee break, tea break, lunch break, breakfast break. All these things is there. Apart from that, we have a knowledge sharing or knowledge learning also. So the all these activities we are doing when you enter into the office. Okay, tell me, all these activities are packaged one. So in this, where will give more productivity to our work? Because we are coming to the work to give the enhance our career or give the value to our work. 8 hours you're spending in the office. What value are giving to our work? How will get appreciated? How will get enhanced? Even though these are all part of works, part of activities, but doing only these things will not helpful to more productive workplace. Apart from this, we have to do lot of other work activities. Do, yeah, there are ways to improve
One
our
shot
productivity.
multitask, sir. This
Yeah,
the picture will be reflect one shot multitask, I guess.
is not multitasking. In the work, we are doing all those things actually. First thing is time.
Okay,
We have to manage that time. Within the 8 hours, we have to do all the work. Second,
correct.
in the middle, we have to check the emails. Third, we have to
Got
do
it.
phone calls. We have to receive the phones. We have to go uh, you can see you have to receive the logs, complaint, or and again some people call us. Along with that, there are other nuisance calls also will be we have to receive.
Yeah,
Actually, these
nowadays.
are all these are all not part of regular work. But if
Got
it
it.
receiving the call, it will not directly improve your work productivity. Then you have a breaks, lunch break, tea break, coffee break, all those things. Then you have a
Yeah.
WhatsApps, messaging you have to send. Then you have to read some books or you have to check some files. You have to think over some,
Correct.
search it, all those things. Along with that, you have to check the emails. On top of that, knowledge learning or knowledge sharing also is there. You have to speak to people, you have to train them, guide them, all those things is there. So if you do all those things, is it okay? You are more product in the work? Actually, no, because these are all
Yeah, it's
like,
difficult to managing. Even the same scenario I had today. One of
yeah.
the example. Actually, we started one of the project work in our premises. So due to one of person, he couldn't focus the on time during the issuing the permit and all. So end of the day, it went
Mm,
some major escalation. Then I
yeah,
involved. This kind of it's a part of what you are sharing the regular work, right? So
correct, correct. You are right, actually, Ram.
yeah, it's
So
completely fed up. My day went completely fed up because I
doing,
planned such a way.
yeah, or doing only these activities not helpful. For that,
Yes,
we have to be. There are some ways to improve our productivity. First thing is
sir.
be punctual and accountable. That means we have to be there on time. See, most of the time we are taking as a casual, probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we'll go late. Okay, we are thinking I'm staying more in the office. What will happen if you go 10 minutes late? Nothing will happen, but there will be someone keep monitoring us, whether my manager or our manager or your manager or senior person who will be coming to office in early morning or on time, who is managing the time. That's why I the first point is punctual. You have to be on time. 8 o'clock office means you should be there 7:55. So that shows how the respect you'll give that job, so that people will appreciate this fellow is coming on time. Whether he's doing or not, that is second report, but on time is there in the seat, that is more punctual. People will appreciate. Then accountability. Not only one going on time and coming on time may not helpful. Accountability. We have to take a responsibility. We have to take a ownership. See, if something goes wrong, we have to take accountable. Yes, I was there. It has been happened during our my aware of that. I have aware of that. So like that, we have to take the accountability and we have to work on that. We have to close that point or we have to complete that work and not to repeat again that activity. So that is the more accountability. When you accountable, people will appreciate and people will value and people will give chance to more work or give the projects. We should be punctual and accountable. Second point, participate in mentorship. This shows, see, we are doing all the work, good works, but what will happen? There are a lot of programs will be conducted in the office. You know, right? Monthly, how many people know? If you have a regular birthday parties will be there. Some functions they'll conduct. Some cultural activity they'll conduct, or some meetings they'll conduct. Like what do you call it? Some senior manager come, they'll gather the team meeting. Um, these kind of meetings they'll conduct, but what happens, most of the people they will not attend. They will ignore it. Okay, I have a work, I'm doing that work. They'll not participate in the cultural activities. They'll not come to the meeting and ask questions. So they're somewhere they're ignoring themselves. Straight away I can say they're not marketing them. So marketing is very important, or is like not directly marketing. So we have to be involved, we have to show our face, we have to here raise our hands, I am there. So I suggest everyone, if any function, any cultural activity, any meeting gathered, called people, if it is unknown time or unscheduled time, is it okay? But participate so that you will be recognized, you will be people aware you are there. You will learn something. If you participate in some cultural activity, people will notice your what where your interest, so that you will be published. You will get more famous. You can say in general word, you will get more famous. Second, third point, avoid multitasking. See, multitasking is the one thing people are doing. They'll start one work, they'll go for other activity. They'll not finish it. Maybe they'll hand over some other person and they'll go next work. So multitasking is very dangerous. So it will it will create the problems instead of solving the problems. We have to take one task, like any project. Take one small project. Start with what and all activity need to be done. Do it. Then test it whether it's working or not. Then show someone, get second person opinion, or ask him to come and check whether it's working or not. Let him check. He will give the clarification. Then send out a report, send out the emails. This activity is completed. So you will be recognized. Sometime what will happen if more works comes, other activity comes, we thought or we think that going to be okay. I'll start this one. On the way, I'll start another one. Probably over a period of time, the first one what we start, it will going to be vanish. We'll forget it, or either way. Take one task at a time, finish it, send a email, get the recognition or get the response, or ask the questions. Sir, I done this activity. Is it okay? Is it right? Or any further information is required? If you ask questions and close at that point, you will be recognized. That will be more productive. That will be recognized. People will remember, yeah, this person has done this activity. I remember. Then take next activity. So multitasking is always the problem. What is the next point? Eliminate inefficiency. Inefficiencies, we have a lot of things. See, in the especially in the professional network, most of time we are trying to gain the knowledge, but at the same time we have to eliminate which is inefficient activities what we have. Inefficiency means you can take that participation only. So even though we know the things or we don't know, but because of that our mindset or because our ignorance will not participate any cultural activity, or some project will take up that will not aware of that that activity knowledge, that technology or knowledge will not aware, so that will not able to perform the activities 100%. That will shows inefficiency. So these are the inefficient activities we should eliminate from our life, probably our work day to day life. If you don't know, ask someone. If you ask someone, he is not able to do, ask next person. Until you get the clarity, you ask, so that you will get knowledge, you will get able to do that activity, so that your inefficiency will be removed. Next point, ask for constructive feedback. As I mentioned, feedback is very important in our, especially in the work, even our personal life also. You can ask someone, how you feel about myself? Is it I'm doing good job? Is it I'm doing any better work? Or my attitude is correct? Or what is my knowledge level? Is it somewhere I'm lagging? I need to improve my knowledge. Same way in the office area also, you have to ask right persons, ask your colleague only, the first year person only. Did I complete all the activity? Anything I should have improved yesterday or today? Take the feedback, take the next person supervisor's feedback. If they maybe give 5 point good points, that is good. But if you give one negative point, that is the where you have to improve it. Negative means don't think that is a negative, that is an improvement. Because failure is not fatal, success is not destiny. Okay, failure is not fatal, success is not destiny. We have to work on every day, so every day is a success. Get the constructive feedback from your manager, your colleague, your below person also is good. Then your supervisor, who, or maybe you'll may take this 2 minutes and ask, sir, how can I improve myself? You have been seeing my almost 1 year, 2 year, 5 year. What are the issues I have? What are the challenges I have? You are observing, and how can I improve that one? Definitely they'll give some feedback. If one negative feedback gave, take it that one and work on that, that you will improve. Because most of the time we'll never ask the feedback. Another point, become a learner for life. See, most of time after we completed our education, probably technicians comes ITI, diploma or engineering. We stopped after that learning because we learned in the schools, colleges. We'll stop learning, but you should be learner for life. Every day there is a chances of learning. Every day there is a lot of things you have to improve ourselves. One certificate is not enough, one degree is not enough. There are other skills, new technologies keep on coming. Now in the facility management itself, everything is getting automated, right? UPS can be monitored, remotely monitoring. All these guys, UPS OEM people are have a remote monitoring system. Only we have to give the IP address. Their system will be pinged in the IP, and they will monitor. And anything issue comes, they will call us. They will monitor 24/7. There is new technology has come. In the system itself, apps has come. Nowadays, apps has each UPS will have a SIM card. That data will keep on sending in the apps. Remote monitoring is there. Now, with the good example, if it made is there, all the data, whatever we entered, it will be recorded. It will be there for more than 4 years. Then to barcode scanning. Now checklist is not required. Anywhere you can access the checklist. BMS system, that is a good remote monitoring system. We have a lot of technologies, new technology that we should learn and we should adapt. And anyone, someone else, we should be able to talk. You should be able to speak about the topic. Correct? Now, in the BMS system, there are multiple options. You can see BTU meters, you can see energy meters, pump pressure monitoring through PLC. So we all know PLC only, but how it's work inside, how the PLC configured, how the coding is done. Do you know at least 10%? Anything goes wrong, we'll call the OEMs. If you know small things, at least 10%, 20%, if you learn about the topic, if someone talking will able to easily understand. Sometimes people are talking will not understand what language they're talking. So continuous improvement, continuous learning is important in the life. Next point, build a personal development plan. This is what we have been talking. Personality development is very critical nowadays. People in olden days, people join one job and retire in that job only. Nowadays, every 2 years, 5 years, jobs are keep changing. Is upgrading, not instead of changing, jobs are upgrading. People wanted to more knowledge. So since it's a technology evaluation, everyone wanted to grow up. So since the growth is happening, same job is not will be there sometime over a period of time. So professional development very important. Learning how our attitude, our knowledge, our communication skills, set other kind of technologies what we learned, everything is important. So professional development we have to invest on our time actually, because that will help, and it will not stop even after 60, if you get retirement, still we have to learn, because there are other things going to come in our life. For that we have to learn. Last point, build networking relationship. So what is that networking relationship? We all know, right? We have a colleagues in our group, only more than 20-25 people are there. Are we making the good networking? Are we at least call the person, how are you, man, what are you doing, how is your life? Is a relationship building. So that if you build the relationship, what will happen over a period of time? It will grow and it will helpful in your future. If someone going the other company, maybe he will refer you, or he will guide you, or in case of knowledge sharing, he will help you. So networking in your area, in your community is very, very important. If you're not still you're not building any relationship, I recommended, please start, build the relationship. Please talk to them at least 1 minute, one person one day, or one 5 minutes, call him and ask what and all his personal interest is the same interest. Then have a buddy system, learn from him. You can teach him or he can teach you. You get the knowledge sharing, and you get a clarification also. If you have any problem, any confusion, let it clarified, so that you'll get free. With that, if you more productive, be punctual, move accountable, be have accountability, go for take ownership, responsibility, have a continuous learning no, learning mindset, build a relationship, and market yourself. Any work, multitasking is not working. Take one task at a time, complete it, market it, share your knowledge to others, send a email, all those things. With that, hope this session will be helpful and you all learn how to be more productive in workplaces.